This is the last video I'm making. When I tell you people are nosy, people are nosy. Felt disgusting.
Why my bad bitch I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She feel like she fucking with me. Is this bitch okay? He said he ain't fucking around. I look at him.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Alyssa, and I'm back with another highly requested video. So today I'm gonna be talking about my BBL. As a lot of you know, I'm very open about my surgery. I got a BBL back in August of 2022. So this month is literally my 2-year mark. I've had my surgery for 2 years now. And I'm just here to just give an updated video on any questions you guys have, more in depth, more detail, because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. And you know, I want to be here for you guys, and I want to basically answer any questions you could possibly have, because I know that there's so many doctors out there. So I really just wanted to basically just really get into it and give the girls what they want, and this is what they want, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Before you keep watching this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any video requests, make sure to drop that down below in the comments. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into it. I did ask on TikTok live for you guys to send me questions, and I did post it on my Instagram story as well. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all came through with the questions. When I tell you people are nosy, people are nosy. But look, hey, I'm gonna give y'all what you want. These are all the questions we have right here. It's hella questions. So let's just go ahead and get into it. What did I get done? I got a BBL lipo 360. I also got both my arms done with lipo, and I got chin lipo as well. In total for my entire surgery, I paid $13,800, and that's just for the surgery. The surgery did come with a package, so it did come with fajas, boards, massages, all that jazz. Whenever I booked my surgery, I booked it in April of 2022. So they had a special going on at the time. The BBL, I want to say, was $10K, and then I think that included the care package and plus additional areas of lipo. Did I get it done? I got my surgery done in August 8th of 2022. Insurance cover anything like post-op care? Absolutely not. This is a cosmetic surgery. This is not a surgery that could be covered by your insurance. So no, everything was out of pocket. Your doctor. This is such a highly requested question, and I feel like I always answer and people ask me in videos and YouTube videos, and people will DM it to me, and I'll be I have a whole video on this. But I feel like a lot of people forget that I have a BBL video. My doctor was Dr. Mejio. Dr. Mejio is located at Mia Aesthetics. At the time of my surgery, Dr. Mejio was in Miami. People get all tense when they hear about Miami, but it's not just about, I mean, yes, of course it's about where the doctor's at, but he's such a good doctor, and I really did my research when it came to him, and that's who I wanted. It was him and Dr. Jung, and I want to say Dr. Williams, and I didn't really hear a lot of good things about Dr. Williams, bedside manner wise. So when it came down to it, I was I heard good things about Mejio. I don't think he has any deaths that I know of, and I researched it for a while. Also, Dr. Jung's wait list was years out, and he was double the price. So that's probably just why I went with Mejio. And also with Mejio, because you got to look at the type of people that your doctor has worked on and what your desired look is. I knew that Lotto had went to him. I was I really like her shape. Just her body. It's not too much, but it still looks good. So that's another reason why I went to him. And that's how I picked my doctor. I have to gain weight for my BBL. Yes and no. So personally, me, on my own, I gained 25 pounds for my surgery. I told my doctor about it. He was kind of why did you do that? Just because I recommended for a lot of women to gain weight for surgery, because he said the only problem with that is that a lot of people who gain weight for surgery cannot maintain their weight, and that's why they lose all their fat after surgery, because naturally you're gonna lose some of the fat cells that you get after surgery. That's a given. Everyone knows that. Another thing is can your body maintain the weight that you're putting on? Me, weight sticks very, very easily. I'm Hispanic, weight sticks. I could gain 10 pounds by next week if I really wanted to. The thing about it with me, I did gain 25 pounds, though I felt disgusting. I felt like a whale. Like, it was to the point where when I was going to work, I was like, I look horrible. Like, I'm ready to get on the table. Have drains. No. His technique, he doesn't have drains. Every doctor that you like see and do research on, every doctor's different. So Mejio didn't have drains, but that's just personally him though. That's not every doctor. He didn't have drains. It was open bleeding. Just so you guys know, was I nervous of the anesthesia and getting a BBL? Of course I was nervous. I mean, but I knew that this was something that I had been wanting to do, and I knew like, if this is something that I want to have, beauty is pain, basically. And I was like, if I wasn't meant to get this, everything wouldn't have gone so smoothly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when everything's perfect, I was like, it's just too easy. Like, why is it so easy for me to do this? I mean, when I was on the table, I don't think it really like made me scared until the morning of. And I remember making a video to myself that morning before I went into pre-op, and I was like, this is the last video I'm making with my natural body. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've been wanting to do this forever. It was more of something that helped my self-esteem. When it comes to like surgery and stuff, I feel like I'm very like pro, do whatever you feel makes you happy. I don't like people who shame people for getting like fillers and lips and wigs and lash extensions and nails, because my thing is like, at the end of the day, you got one life that we know of. And you are the only person who wakes up in your skin every day. So if you're not happy waking up in your body every day and you could change something about that that's gonna make you happier, I say do it. If you have the means, do it. And when you look good, you feel good, you give off better energy. It's just better. So like, I know when I feel good as fuck and I look good, I just like, the energy's better, everything's better, the vibe is better. Like, I just feel better. Like, I feel more comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? It's all about your confidence. And if that's gonna make you confident and be more comfortable within yourself, I feel like you should definitely do what makes you happy. I mean, don't go crazy though. Like, don't go and get botched and overdo it. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, if it makes you happy and it's not like just affecting you severely, I feel like why not do it? I feel like all women should be happy in their skin. Go more into like the recovery and like aftercare and stuff. And I just want you guys to know, a lot of people don't know this. When I had booked my surgery, before I had booked my surgery, at the time I was living with my aunt. She was very against it. I remember I had asked her about it, and I was like, hey, like, how do you feel about da 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 da? And she was like, oh, that's the most dangerous surgery ever. Like, if you do that, I'm gonna kick you out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn, like, well, I'm never gonna tell you. So when I booked the surgery, I remember I had called my mom and I had told her. My mom is a little bit more understanding, and my mom's very laid back. She's younger. Like, me and my mom are almost like sisters because we grew up together, basically. Like, my mom's a younger mom. My aunt's a little older. That's her older sister. So I was like, don't tell her. This is like our secret. And I was like, I have to tell somebody because somebody has to know what I'm doing. So my aunt, who I was living with at the time, did not know I was about to go get a BBL until the day I was leaving. I was like, hey, my mom was like, you still ain't tell her? And I was like, no. And she was like, you gotta tell her. So I called her that morning when I was packing all my stuff up to go to the airport. And I was like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Don't be mad at me. Like, I just didn't want to hear you tell me no. And I didn't want you to change my mind about it. Because I also have a very close best friend who was like, I just feel like you shouldn't do it. I feel like you should just work out. Like, I don't think you should risk your life. And I was like, I appreciate you, but I'm still gonna do what I want. So I was like, hey, I'm going to Miami and I'm getting surgery. And she was like, when? And I was like, today. And she was like, oh my God. And she was so mad at me for not telling her. And, you know, her feelings were hurt. And I was just like, it wasn't nothing against you. I just didn't want it. I didn't want you to tell me no. And you told me you're going to kick me out. So, I mean, hey. And then she's really the realest person on my team. She literally bought a ticket to Miami and came and stayed with me in my recovery home because I had 2 beds in my room. And she came and she stayed with me and she took care of me when I was at the recovery home, like, of course the nurses were there too, but she was sleeping with me, and she, like, in the same room as me and making sure I was good. And when I came home, you know, she flew back with me. She took care of me. The 2 months I was on bed rest, she took care of me. Anything I needed, she did it. If I needed her to scratch my back, she did it. If I needed help peeing, she did it. If I needed her to, unfortunately, I hate saying this because this is what happens. If I needed someone to wipe my butt, she did it. Like, mind you, but my aunt was wiping my butt when I was a baby. So she was like, girl, this ain't nothing new. She's definitely super real. And she came the day I did my, because I left the day before I had my pre-op. So the day I had pre-op, she flew in that night to be with me, because I was going to just do it all by myself at the recovery home. And I was like, well, the nurses are here. Like, I'm going to just be good. Like, I'm going to just do this alone. And I was very convinced to do it alone because it was something I wanted to do. So I just hope you guys see how much that means, because I was trying to do something by myself that I really wanted to do. So what was recovery like? I'm not going to lie. It hurt. I mean, why wouldn't it hurt? You're getting a major surgery on your body. Lipo is literally like your skin is getting detached from the layer of fat, and they're pulling out all the fat. So, and your nerves have to grow back and regain. Like, if I were to show you guys how bruised I was, you would be like, oh my God. Mind you, another thing, my doctor does aggressive lipo. For being a doctor that's in the States, because they can only take out a certain amount of fat, he does very aggressive lipo. Because I had a homegirl who went to him years ago for lipo, and she told me he's probably the best doctor she's ever gone to for lipo. Recovery was hard, but I feel like you should definitely take your time when it comes to it. I definitely took my full 8 weeks, 2 months to recover. I didn't want anything to go wrong. I did my massages as directed. I had massages from the doctor's office. I got massages included at my recovery home. And then also I came home and got my massages as well. And I got massages for a while. I want to say I did massages August, September, October, November, December, January, February. I was still doing massages until I was like 7 or 8 months post-op still. And I want to go back and get massages because I feel like it's something that you still have to upkeep after. The longest recovery, it was 8 weeks until I personally left the house. I scheduled though my surgery on purpose, like very strategically. So I did it to make sure it was 8 weeks before my birthday, because I had went to the Bahamas that year for my birthday, and I was like, okay, I'm getting on like a 2.5 hour flight. I gotta be able to get on the plane. I definitely did use a BBL pillow. I did not sit on my butt. I don't think I sat on my butt until maybe like November or December. Like, I waited a long time because I was scared, and I was still driving with that pillow, I think, until maybe like Christmas. I don't remember, like, but I definitely did it for a long time. I did not play about that. What supplies do you need for recovery? So you could go out and buy your own kit if you want to. Me personally, didn't want to do that. So it's this Instagram page called The Surgery Room, and she sells surgery kits. She has 2 different kits. I bought a kit from her. Has everything you need. It has gowns. It has arnica gel. It has pineapple juice. It has pain medicine. It has gauze. It has the muumuus. It has everything. Like, it has the pads in there for, like, you know, your incision holes. Whenever they leak, you tape them up to yourself, because I had holes. So I had incision holes on my elbows and right here on my arms, so they would like tape like pads. They do this, or gauze, and they tape it to the holes because you're leaking. If you have open drains, that's how you leak. Like, I remember I used to have a pad right here where my incisions are, and it would lay right here inside my faja. Like, yeah, but I really like that kit. It came with so much stuff, like melatonin. It came with Benadryl. It came with like antibiotic cream. Anything you could think of, it was in that kit. And it was, I think it was like $40 or $50, and it just was easy. It came with a bag and everything, so everything just went in there. But also, I did have a kit from the recovery home. The recovery home gave me the recovery home that I went to is called Dreams Recovery Home, if I'm not mistaken. It is located in Miami. I'm not sure if they're still open. They should be. I stayed a full week with them. I don't remember how much I paid because it was so long ago, but I do remember I did pay a deposit, and I paid on a special, and then whenever you got there, you paid the remaining balance. You get 3 meals a day plus snacks. There's nurses there. You have massages included. I love the massage lady. It was this Hispanic woman, so sweet, loved her. She loved me, we loved each other. I met some really nice women there as well. And it's like, I mean, sometimes you don't want to be bothered, and that's why I had like a separate room. Like, you know, you don't want to, like, when you're like, you know, all nasty and stuff, but like whenever you go downstairs, and let's just so happen, let's say you're eating at the same time as them, it is nice to like bond with women who are going through the same thing as you. And I do follow them on Instagram, and we still be hyping each other up to this day. How bad did the massages hurt? So I want to say they do hurt. The massages hurt, but you feel so much better after. Like one massage that I cried, and it was the next day after your surgery. You go back to the doctor's office, and they take all the stuff off of you, and they give you your first massage. And those ladies in Miami, mind you, it's a bunch of Hispanic women. They're all speaking Spanish. Like, yes, they do work at Mia, and they do speak English, but it's Dominican women of Spanish, like, descent, all that. And they're gonna massage your ass, and they don't care if you're crying. Like, they gotta get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna feel better. It's just not like, oh, I'm doing this on purpose. Don't think of it like that. The thing that hurt the most was my arms. My arm massages, I remember crying. Like, I remember like screaming out in pain when she was massaging my arms, and I had tears just roll down my eyes. But I just knew that it was something that needed to get done, because you don't want all that fluid to stay in you, because then you're gonna be bloated. It looked scary at first. It looked scary. I remember looking in the mirror that first day after, and they took everything off, and I was like, what did I do to myself? Because I told my doctor, I showed him some wish pictures, because some doctors don't take wish pictures. I was like, hey, do you take wish pictures? He was like, not really, but you could definitely show me. I'd rather you tell me though. So, and he's very realistic with you. And I remember I showed him some pictures, and I was like, I want to look proportionate. I have hips. I was like, I just need a butt, and I just don't want to look like it doesn't match me. I want it to match me. I said I want it to look like it belongs on my body, but I still want some like vavoom, like, you know what I mean? And he did that. Also, Mahio added extra fat to my thighs. Didn't ask him to do that. He did that on his own just so I could be more proportionate, and that definitely did help. Massages do hurt. They get better though over time. You do lymphatic massages first, and then after a certain amount of time, like, it's there. Like in the office when you go for post-op and you're getting your massages, the ladies there also have like things they could sell you as far as like extra things that could go in like your recovery aftercare, like boards and fajas. And I did buy my arm faja from Mia. It was a Colombian arm faja. And I think I also got one for my chin, or maybe they gave it to me. I don't remember. I just remember my aunt handling all that for me. She was like, don't worry, go get your massage. I'm gonna get you right. I was like, cool. You do get cavitation after, but they tell you it's like a little rule list in their office, and it tells you lymphatic this many weeks to this many weeks, cavitation this many weeks to this many weeks. They'll tell you. You ask them. It's okay to ask questions. Like, people are not gonna answer your questions at the doctor's office. Like, they're very helpful, those ladies in there, and they're super sweet. Now we're gonna move into like more, I guess, like detailed questions. Do you think it's better to wait until you have kids? Me personally, I don't want to have kids anytime soon. I was 20, I want to say I was 23 when I got my body done, and I'm 25 now, and I don't have any plans of having any kids anytime soon. I would have to be married to have kids, so I'm pretty sure I probably will gain weight when I have children. But I just also know that I keep up with my body so much. Like, I'm not the type to like let myself go. I'm very like put together. You guys really can't tell. That's the only reason why I haven't gotten my boobs done, is because I want to wait till after I have kids for that, because I know you got to get them redone and relifted and stuff. As far as the BBL, I don't think I wanted to wait. I wouldn't do it when I was like 18 or 19. I definitely waited a while. But it was something I wanted to do, and I wanted to enjoy my 20s with a nice body. I mean, you're never gonna get this time back, so that's why I did it the way I did it. Was I sensitive in my abdomen area after surgery? Yes. All this right here, super sensitive. Like, you can't even feel it. Mind you, your nerves are trying to grow back. You don't have like the nerves. It feels weird. It feels like, you know when your leg falls asleep? That's how it feels, but it feels weird, like super weird. Like, I wouldn't even want people hugging me at first because it just felt weird. Am I happy with my results? I definitely am happy with my results. I feel like I could have done a little bit better with my upkeep after, as far as like my eating habits and stuff. But I do try to eat in moderation and go to the gym. Like, I could go more. I could do more, but I feel like also I'm mindful. I know what's going on. So I do love my results. I feel like I look great. I feel like it fits my body. I get so many compliments. I know I have a BBL. I'm not saying I don't know that I have a BBL. Some people say like it looks so good on you. I couldn't even tell unless you told me. But I mean, some people could point it out very easily. I mean, it's just really like to each its own. But I don't regret it, and I really do love my body, and I feel like it looks super good. I'll give y'all a little 360, and I'll add some videos and pictures in here. But I love my body. It's tea. What was pre-op like and what was post-op like? So for pre-op, it's the day before. You go in, you don't have no lashes, you don't have no nails, nothing. And you basically meet with the doctor. You tell them your desired looks. They go over your billing, they go over your surgery, they go over the rules and regulations and what you're not supposed to do and what you're supposed to do. They give you a package, and then you pay in full there. They give you a time to show up for surgery and everything. Post-op, I just remember waking up in the bed, and I wasn't sad or anything, but I just remember waking up from anesthesia crying. I don't know why. I remember I was crying, and I think I was laying, I don't know if I was laying on my back or if I was laying on my stomach. I don't remember. And I just remember crying and waking up, and it was cold, and I felt hard, and I felt like a bus had just hit me. And I was like, I just remember the recovery home people, they knew what time I was gonna be done. Like they call, I think they call them, like the people, like the nurses who are taking care of you, they call the recovery home to make sure they come pick you up on time and stuff. And I remember it was like a truck, it was like a big black truck, and everything in the back seat was like put down. It's like a mattress topper, it's mattresses, it's little pads. They make you step up on a stool and you lay in there. Super comfortable. Definitely recommend that. That was way better than just trying to crumble up into a little car. I didn't do none of that. I didn't crumble up into no little car during that time. Did you use a BBL pillow? Yes, I think it came in my package, and if not, I must have bought it from Mia. What made me get a BBL? Because I wanted one, and that's literally it. Did I book it myself, or did I use a company? I did everything myself. I did my own research. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to book everything yourself. Me personally, I'm a control freak, and I wanted to go over everything myself. I wanted to really make sure I knew what I was getting myself into with this thing, because this is a surgery and it's not something to take lightly. This is your life, and this is what you're gonna look like, and you can't take it off. So just remember that. Do I recommend flying solo? No. I don't know what I would have did flying back on my own without my aunt. I would have been struggling. I would have had the people who work for the airline help me. Flying back, out of the whole surgery, that probably was the worst part, was the flying back. Because sitting on the BBL pillow, 10, 20, 30 minutes, not bad. 2.5 hour flight back to Houston from Miami. My legs were falling asleep. I hated it. I was like, we should have just stayed another week. But I was also just ready to get home and just be in my house, like a little caterpillar in a cocoon, like type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I started getting nauseous, and I stood up in the restroom for majority of the flight because I was like, I can't sit down. I'm uncomfortable. I'd rather just stand up. I don't want to sit down. Yeah, hated that. I see results I wanted right away or later. I didn't see the results I wanted really. Like, I knew my butt was big, and everyone, my mom and them, they were all telling me my butt's big. And the swelling in your stomach is so swollen that you really don't see how defined it is probably until like week 3. But I also knew I looked good. I just knew, I had faith. Like, I knew it was something you had to wait to see. Like, I knew it was something that you weren't gonna see what you wanted immediately. Like, I knew that it looked crazy at first. And also, the lady at the recovery home, she was like, you look like a Barbie doll. You look so good. And all the nurses at Mia were like, heel did so good on you. You look perfect. Your waist is teeny tiny. You look amazing. Don't think you look bad. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna trust y'all because y'all know. How many hours a day did I wear my faja? So you have a stage 1 and you have a stage 2. So your stage 1 faja is included. That's what they put you in the first day. It's a looser faja. It's not tight. You don't want it to be tight. You're swollen. And they're Colombian fajas, so they're gonna say 2X, 1X large. Like they're gonna be big because they're Colombian. You wear it with your foams and your boards. You wear that first stage faja for 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks, I wanna say. You do not change fajas until you are 3 to 4 weeks when your doctor approves. Then you move into your second stage faja. This is your tight faja. This is your faja. It's gonna like shape you, keep your waist small, keep you unswollen. So I bought my second stage faja from my recovery home. It's called Plus Culture H-Town. It's a Houston travel post-op body contouring. They travel to you, but you can also go to their office. It's located in Katy, Texas, in Houston. My massage lady, and I did build a relationship with someone. Her name is KJ. Amazing, great service. I did buy my massages by the pack. So I think I had like 2, and then I bought like a 15 or a 10 pack and did it like that. They're great at what they do. Love their massages. They're really nice women. It's very professional in there. I don't really have anything else to say about them. I like going to them. I would go back. I didn't have a bad experience at all. I feel like it did what it needed to do. Is the scarring bad? Yes and no. I feel like it just depends on your body type. I do have some scars that are raised, and I do have some scars and you can't tell at all. I didn't put anything on my scars. I should have, but I just wasn't worried about that, honestly. Do I wish I knew before getting my BBL? I wish I knew how much lipo actually itches when you're healing. When your skin is healing from lipo, your skin, it's like around week 2 or 3, your skin starts to itch and it gets so dry because you're also taking a shower with that like hibiscus soap, the antibacterial soap, so it's drying you out and it dries out your skin even more. Do I regret getting my BBL? Absolutely not. Would I get round 2? I don't think I would. I'm not going for that like super vixen look. I would get more lipo, yes, but I would not get another BBL. And that answers my question, would I get more surgery? No, I would just get more lipo. Love lipo. Still get massages. No, sometimes I do kind of massage myself a little bit, and my friend has a machine, and sometimes I do use it, but I do want to start getting massages again. I feel like I would really benefit from it, especially eating right and going to the gym. That's when you see the most results. I feel like when you have surgery and you go to the gym consistently and you eat right, you see results immediately, and it makes you want to keep doing it. Pros and cons. I would say a con would be if I'm eating bad, I could definitely tell. A con, if I go to the gym twice, I have abs. So, I mean, there's a lot of pros and cons with it. Like, cons, a lot of clothes don't fit. Pros, a lot of clothes look amazing. Like, I don't really have a list of pros and cons. I feel like I have more pros than cons, though. How is it wearing clothes since the BBL? I got rid of a lot of bodysuits because the back of the bodysuit, the material will, like, be big back there, and it'll look dumb. Long-term effects, I don't feel like I had any, like, health-wise long-term effects. I feel like I'm fine. I actually feel like I'm living a better lifestyle than I was before surgery, just because I know I have to maintain. My life changed since my BBL. People do treat you different, not gonna lie. I mean, it's your body. It's the first thing you see. But I honestly feel like I've had more confidence. I feel like I look better in clothes. I feel like clothes looks better on me. I feel like I get more modeling opportunities. I feel like it's just been better. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Like, it's great. I'm definitely pro-surgery. And I feel like if it's something that looks good and doesn't look bad, like, why not get it? My Me Aesthetics folder right here. Everything that you need is in here. I just want to go over this real quick. Oh, and with your prescriptions, they do give you like a little like page of like where you could go for the pharmacies and stuff. You set that up on your pre-op day. There's all types of packets in here, like medicines to take, medicines not to take, liposuction post-op, fat graft post-op instructions, all that is in here. It's in packets. They're very informative. My medications that I got are right here. This is my invoice. So I'm going to read it to you guys. So my liposuction additional areas were $800. My Brazilian butt lift itself was $10,500. And then I have my package, which is my massages, my 3 massages, my cell saver. Certain doctors do require a cell saver. Every doctor is different though. A garment, abdominal board, lipo foam, Mia booty pillow, Mia urinal, and then yeah, that's on here. All of it's on here. And then my total did come out to $13,823, and I paid an $1,100 deposit when I first booked my surgery. And it says on here, surgery date will not be reversed until booking fee is paid in full. Cash discounts do not apply to any specials or promo prices. $500 discount will be applied when customer pays remaining balance, cash only. So I mean, yeah. And then they also have on here, I guess I was taking CBD gummies. I had no recollection of this. And I did get my surgery on the 8th. This is like a thing where like they put you on like what medicines you take. And I guess I was taking CBD gummies. I don't remember that though. I feel like everything went smooth. I feel like they were very nice. A lot of people have kind of bad things to say about Mia, but I feel like personally my experience was really good. I personally feel like I love my surgery. I love my doctor. I love my results. Everything is bomb. No, this is not a paid promo. I paid, well, it got paid, but you know, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I love my surgery. I love the way I look. I have no complaints. My doctor was amazing. My aftercare, I took my time. If this is something that you're, you know, looking into, I definitely feel like you need to do your own research. You don't have to go with the doctor I went through. You can go with your own doctor, but just do your research. Talk to your friends. Talk to girls who've had surgery. It's okay. Look on TikTok, look on YouTube. Take your time. Do not rush it. Like, I had already had my mindset on it because it's something I have been looking into for years. Like prior to 2022, I was looking into it. So I had already had like an idea and stuff. And I've had friends who've gotten BBLs. So a lot of the questions I had, I would ask them. I hope this video was informative. I hope I could help someone out there who has questions, who doesn't know. If you guys have any more questions about the surgery or my BBL or any questions you want to personally ask me, don't be afraid to drop the questions down in the comments. Sometimes you don't have people who you can relate to or people who've been through certain things that you want to go through to ask questions to. I'm here for the girls. I'm strictly for the girls. So yeah. This is the end of the video, guys. I am gonna just get up and show you guys like what I look like. Okay, y'all, this is what I look like 2 years post-op. As you guys could see, sorry, I'm squinting, I know I can't see. I still have my hips. My hips look great. I have a lot of projection in the back. I have gained weight since my surgery. I probably gained like 8 pounds, like over the span of 2 years. I do want to be smaller. I do want to lose like 5 pounds just because I feel like my stomach could be a lot flatter. I want to be more toned, but that all goes into your diet and working out. My waist is still small. We have projection in the back. It looks really good. Happy with my results. I definitely feel like my wig, I feel like my BBL fits my body. I don't have any complaints. I look great in clothes. Still small. I feel like I'm big, but I'm still small. A lot of people be like, you're tiny. I don't feel tiny, but yeah. Okay, so I just changed really quick because I knew that these questions are about to come. Like, can we see what it looks like without like a dress on so you can really see? So I do have a couple scars under here. I have scars right here. You can't really see them. I have scars like right here. I have a scar right there. I have abs still. Like, you know, they used to be a little bit more, but I have abs. I didn't ask for abs. This is just how it came with the lipo because I had my stomach. I have abs naturally when I don't have fat on my stomach. This is what the butt looks like. Like I said, I'm very proportionate though. I don't feel like my proportions are off. I feel like it fits my body. I feel like my hips, my thighs are big enough. Adding the extra fat to my thighs really did help. My stomach is still really toned. Waist still small. Arms are small. I could get some more chin lipo, but that's just my own preference. But this is what my body looks like. As you guys can see. Best investment I probably ever made. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like I said. Any more questions, drop them down below.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Bentley spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first.